What's great is that this was really going to be a hype intro, but Warner Brothers decided to copyright claim me. Bro thinks he's the Prowler. Alright, monkeys, listen up, because we got news. And I mean real news, not clickbait garbage of what we already knew masked as news. The first teaser and official confirmation of the new MonsterVerse film is out, and we now have a title drop. Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire. As if the shipping wars weren't already intense, Legendary put this in bisexual lighting and had the gall to put X in the title instead of and. They knew what they was doing. Regardless of whether or not Godzilla and Kong will have sloppy gay sex, we are so unbelievably back. The MonsterVerse continues. Of course, we've already known that for a minute, but still. Out of all the upcoming tokusatsu projects, I am very surprised we get this out of all the things. I would have expected a new trailer for Gamera Rebirth, with Katakawa apologizing for the AI-generated human animation and offering a free blowjob to anyone who comes to the studio. Hell, there's supposed to be a new Toho Godzilla movie coming out this November. Godzilla and Kong ain't gonna be out till next year. I'm not complaining, but it's very strange we got this so early. Certainly didn't pan out well the last time they did this. Full disclosure, I'm not gonna be bitching about animation in this teaser, even though it is an animated teaser. What we got was pretty interesting. We see what is presumably a member of Kong's species sitting atop a throne in the Hollow Earth. Bro does not look happy. Bro is mad. What is Bro mad about? As the camera pulls out, before Old Boy is a sea of Titan skeletons. And you know, I was squinting so hard I might have popped a blood vessel. I tried so hard to see exactly which skeletons these things were, but I really can't tell. They look specifically like the skeletons of Godzilla's species, and going by what we know about the ancient war they had, this is the most plausible theory, but I almost guarantee there's some skeletons of other Titans in there as well. Finally, we get the skulls of Godzilla and Kong themselves, both leaking out, mist, I guess, with their roars on reverb in the background. I think these skulls are just there for marketing's sake. I don't think Godzilla and Kong will be reduced to skulls in the movie. They look really cheesy, but that's par for the course at this point for the MonsterVerse. For better or worse, I guess. Title screen. As derivative as it sounds, it's still pretty hype. The font is cool and consistent with the last movie, too. So, what do y'all think is the new empire? Is it Old Boy trying to start a new war with Godzilla and create a new empire? Or maybe Godzilla and Kong are the ones who create a new empire? Let me know in the comments, and while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I'll give you a kiss if you do. I really like the blue and purple lighting. It gives this movie its own distinction compared to the rest, because up until Godzilla vs. Kong, each and every film had one marketing color palette and it was boring. Godzilla 2014 was red, Kong Skull Island was brown, King of the Monsters chewed blue goo, but Godzilla vs. Kong did not choose to chew blue goo, sir.
Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If so, you, sir, choose to chew, sir.
What I'm saying is I want more creative color choices for marketing instead of just one color associated with the entire film. Before the teaser ends, we get a close-up of what I believe is Old Boy's face, and there's a couple of notable features here. In the beginning, we see his arms are very long, feeling more like a monkey or orangutan than a gorilla. Certainly more monkey-like than Kong, but one thing I've noticed is as Kong grows older, the longer his arms get in proportion to the rest of his body. In Kong Skull Island, he was almost always bipedal while he was still a juvenile or teenager. In Godzilla vs. Kong, he was frequently running on all fours as his arms were proportionally longer. My theory is, as Kong's species grows older, their arms grow more monkey-like, likely due to their immense weight being too much for just their legs to support all the time. My orangutan comment makes more sense when we see Old Boy's fur. It's got an orange tint to it, which I really like. It's a good way to separate multiple members of Kong's species visually. But one thing I find very interesting about this particular specimen is his or her eyes. They are blue, almost glowing blue as we can see from the beginning. The Hollow Earth energy from that last movie was also glowing this bright blue color. So perhaps there's a relation there, and that could be what makes this particular monkey so strong. Also, he's got what looks to be red face paint on. Now, there's one more thing I want to add before I leave for work. I don't think this thing will be the only antagonist of the movie. I think there's going to be some tomfoolery about. Whether it's a Toho kaiju like Biollante or something new, I'd prefer that at this point. I think it's going to be the door number 2 opening villain, and maybe Old Boy can have a bit of a redemption arc. Maybe he's pissed at Godzilla and wants to kill him and tries to persuade Kong to join him, giving Kong the choice. But more importantly than that, I don't think people are going to be too happy with watching slightly different monkey fights Godzilla and Kong. We saw Godzilla fight a monkey in the last movie, and the ending had them team up against Mechagodzilla for crying out loud. If this truly is a team-up movie, there's definitely something else in store for us. Oldboy is either a red herring or just one of more antagonists. Either way, I'm happy with what I saw. I was hyped, I was thrilled, I'm excited to see it. Even if the MonsterVerse has been on a gradual, really frustrating decline for me, I can always hope for a better sequel. And I'm not going to prevent anyone from liking it. As always, my name is Valentino, and thanks for watching.